So guys, we got some very exciting but also very confusing news just earlier today about Disney kind of partnering up with Epic Games and Fortnite and potentially giving us some sort of crossover between Star Wars as well as like Marvel and all of those other franchises they own within the Fortnite universe. So there's a lot to unpack here, and I don't think anyone fully understands this just yet. So bear that in mind. This is me just reporting the news to you. This is not me trying to break it down, because to be honest, I don't really understand it all, but I'm going to do my best to explain at least what I do know of this announcement that's just happened today. Now, firstly, I'm just going to show the actual trailer because they have launched this with a trailer, and then there is a blog post to go through as well.
Discover a place where magic.
So as you can see, there is
epic.
Not just Star Wars, there is Avatar, Marvel, actual Disney stuff, like they had the Frozen characters at the start there, Fortnite itself, Captain America, Indiana Jones, Darth Vader. There's a lot of stuff involved in this, and obviously being a Star Wars channel, we only care about the Star Wars stuff. I mean, I'm a fan of Marvel and all that. I don't really care about that for the sake of this. But as you can see by that little title there, play, watch, create, shop. There is a lot to unpack here, and it does end saying soon-ish. It actually starts with soon, but then it says ish. So as for when this is going to happen, I don't think anyone really knows. And if it had have just said soon, I think a lot of people would probably have seen that as being actually soon, as in within the next few months or something. But the fact that it pops up at the end with soon-ish makes me think this is probably not that soon of a thing, because it's that, you know, they kind of seemed like a little bit hesitant to just say it was coming soon. Now, there is a lot to this article. I'm not going to read the whole thing because a lot of it is just like business lingo and stuff like that, but we'll try and dissect the most important bit. So the title says Disney and Epic Games to create expansive and open games and entertainment universe connected to Fortnite. Bit of a mouthful there that is still very vague. It doesn't really explain what this is going to be. They then go on to say the Walt Disney Company and Epic Games will collaborate on an all-new games and entertainment universe that will further expand the reach of beloved Disney stories and experiences. Disney will also invest $1.5 billion to acquire an equity stake in Epic Games alongside the multi-year project. The transaction is subject to customary closing conditions, including a regulatory approval. Now that right there is because I'm sure you guys saw the Xbox and Activision Blizzard acquisition last year that nearly didn't go through because the FDA nearly didn't approve it because Microsoft is such a big company and they were kind of buying everything up. The same thing has happened with Disney. Now it went through, but when they bought Fox, they nearly weren't allowed to buy Fox. They had just bought Star Wars and Marvel in the previous few years, and so they nearly weren't allowed to buy Fox. And this is probably going to be the same sort of thing where there'll be a bit of pushback from the government or whoever is involved in that. I think it's the FDA, and so this may not happen. This may actually never happen if that doesn't go through, but I'm going to imagine it will. 1.5 billion. I've looked into it, and apparently that will be roughly a 10% equity in Epic Games. So it's not like they're buying Epic Games as a whole. It's only going to be roughly 10%. But yeah, keep that in mind. This may literally just never see the light of day, although I'd imagine if they've announced it, there is a good chance that it probably will. They go on to say, in addition to being a world-class games experience and interoperating with Fortnite, the new persistent universe will offer a multitude of opportunities for consumers to play, watch, shop, and engage with content, characters, and stories from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and more. Players, gamers, and fans will be able to create their own stories and experiences, express their fandom in a distinctly Disney way, and share content with each other in ways that they love. This will all be powered by Unreal Engine. Now, that paragraph right there is definitely where the majority of the actual information comes from. The rest of this stuff is just quotes and stuff from Bob Iger and, you know, the higher ups talking about the business side of it. But there is a lot to unpack in here, and especially when it says players, gamers, and fans will be able to create their own stories and experiences. And then it says, and share their content in ways that they love. That part is very, very exciting. Now, I'm sure you guys will have heard that in Fortnite, you can actually, to an extent, create your own video games. And late last year, they also did launch a bunch of other games in there that are actually officially licensed as well. So there is now Fortnite Rocket Racing, for example, which is a collaboration with Rocket League. There is the Fortnite Festivals, I believe it's called, that is like a rock band cross Fortnite type of thing. There is then the Lego Fortnite as well. So they've actually got officially licensed stuff in there, but people can create their own games essentially and concepts within Fortnite. And it seems as though that is going to be the case here, because it says that they will be able to create their own stories and experiences. So that part right there is very exciting to me, because I just know someone is going to go mad and create a Battlefront 3 within Fortnite or something like that. To also explain it a little further, because I know a lot of people just think of Fortnite as the Battle Royale that it's famous for. It has become more than that. So this doesn't mean this will be within actual Fortnite Battle Royale. Fortnite has almost become now like a launcher of games. It's not even a game itself, if that makes any sense. Fortnite Battle Royale is the mode that everyone thinks of when you think of Fortnite, but there is, like I said, rocket racing and stuff, and Fortnite is now almost the launcher for all of them. So there is the Fortnite application, and then you open that, and that has it's the kind of the umbrella that all of those other games come under: Rocket Racing, Lego Fortnite, and stuff like that. So for example, you could potentially open the Fortnite app, and then one day there will be like Fortnite Star Wars, for example, let's just call it that, and it could be some sort of like Battlefront 3 type of game, a big multiplayer game with a bunch of Star Wars skins and stuff like that. And because this is now an official partnership, it will be officially licensed. And like I said, those aren't user generated, those are made, for example, Rocket Racing and stuff, that is made by Epic Games, who also made Rocket League, and that is a genuine official collaboration. It's not just some random has made a racing game in Fortnite. It is actually a genuine game. So it is pretty exciting to think what could come of this. Like I said, this doesn't confirm anything, because you think of the potential of this and it could be absolutely insane, but we also don't know what any of this means. So it is going to be very interesting to see how this pans out. And like I said, because it says soonish at the end of the trailer instead of actually just saying soon or giving us a date, that does seem like it's not going to be something that happens immediately or anything like that. And it also does come down to whether this, I guess, transaction goes through, because that process, just getting the approvals and everything, could still take months, if not years, to actually finish, depending on how much pushback there is from the people involved in that. So either way, it is going to be very interesting to see, but it could potentially mean that there are some more Star Wars games on the way for us. I know, because it will be under the Fortnite banner, a lot of people are not going to be interested, but it's not going to be Fortnite Battle Royale with Star Wars skins. It will be completely its own game, potentially multiple games, and then, like I said, people can actually create their own games as well. So we just know someone is going to do Battlefront 3 in the Fortnite engine. It's not going to be exactly what an official Battlefront 3 would be, but it's still very exciting to think of nonetheless. So I thought I would quickly bring that news to you guys. Like I said, I don't fully even understand what this is, and I don't think really anyone does. Even the people that I know very in the know with Fortnite and all that kind of thing, they're saying they don't fully understand what this means. So it's going to be one of those things we kind of just have to wait and see, but I thought it was very interesting nonetheless, and hopefully that fills you guys in on all of the news you need to know. But with that being said, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and may the force be with you always.